As we take this opportunity to pause, begin to direct our breath in and out through our nose and the lowest part of our ribs. Then begin to scan our body, listening to the areas of our body that begin to soften. And slowly bending our knees, draw them in towards our chest, give them a hug. Rock side to side. Come back to center. Let's come up to a seated position. Rising up tall through our spine. Rolling our shoulders back and down. And then let's turn our head side to side. Closing our eyes, allowing our mind to follow our movement. And bringing our head back to center, let's lower our chin down towards our throat. Tucking our chin in as we tip our head forward. And taking our hands to our lap, let's make a fist with our hands, hug our bellies in a lot, drive our shoulders down and hug our elbows into the side of our ribs. Then slowly turn our head to the right, lifting the right side of our chin up to the ceiling. Then slowly lift our left ear up. Lifting our chin up to the ceiling and over to the left. Then pulling our right ear down. And turning our chin back to the center of our chest. Relaxing our hands, our arms, our shoulders, our core. Feeling our breath. Make a fist with our hands. Hug our elbows into the side of our ribs. Pull our shoulders down away from our ears. Hug our bellies in. Turn our chin to the left, lifting the left side of our chin up to the ceiling. And slowly lift our right ear up. And lift our chin up to the ceiling and over to the right. And then actively pulling our ear down. And turning our head back to the center of our chest, tucking it in towards our throat. And relax. Lifting our chin back up till it's parallel to the ground. Let's come to an all fours position in the center of our mat. Spreading our fingers wide. Let's find a few cat-cows, opening up the front of our body on our inhale and the back of our body on our exhale. Noticing where we hold tension as we flow and breathe. Return our spines back to neutral. Then keeping our hips and our lower body still, let's turn our gaze over our right shoulder, draw our right shoulder towards our right hip, lengthening the left side of our body. Bring our head back to center, and then turn our gaze over our left shoulder, drawing our left shoulder back towards our left hip, lengthening the right side of our body. Come back to center. Exhale, gaze over our right shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, gaze over our left shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Continue to flow. Come back to center. And then let's step our left foot forward. Come up, hands on our thigh, tuck our tailbone, and lift our chest up, stretching across the front of our right hip. Then we're going to take our arms out, bring our elbows to our side and our palms up. We're going to draw the elbow or the thumbs out towards the side, keeping our elbows into our side, and then draw our hands forward. Thumbs out, elbows in, and forward. And again, finding external rotation of our shoulders. And come back to center. Take our hands down to the floor. Step our left knee back and our right foot forward. Come back up. And front knee over the top of our ankle. Hip over our left knee. Tuck our tailbone and hug our ribs in. Roll our shoulders back and down and then extend our arms out. Take our hands to our shoulders. And then I want you to hug your shoulder blades towards each other and down our back. Then extend our arms out and keep our elbows soft and our hands relaxed. Letting our shoulder blades hold on to our arms. Crown of our head lifts up. Head gently pulls back while our ribs stay hugged in. Holding and breathing. Allowing our shoulder blades to work as they hold the weight of our arms. Let the upper arms, the delts, relax. Then bring our arms down. And then we're going to bring our hands back to our shoulders, elbows up, shoulder blades together and down our back. And then extend our hands out. Keep our elbows soft. Keep our hands and wrists soft. Holding and breathing. Front of our ribs are hugged in. And relax. Roll the shoulders up, back, down, and neutral. Up, back, down, and neutral. Take our right knee down to the floor. Hands come down to the mat. And then we're going to find a few cat-cows, just opening up our heart on our inhale and exhaling, rounding our back. Flow a couple more times. Come back to a neutral spine. From here, walk our hands back towards our knees, come back up, sweep our hands up to the ceiling. And then on our next exhale, we're going to draw our hips back towards our heels, sweep our arms out to the side, take our hands to the mat, and then lower down to child's pose. Inhale, lift our chest, grab a seat on our heels, sweep our hands up. Exhale, press our hips forward as we come up. And then reach our arms out to the side, hands come to the floor and fold into child's pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, press our hips forward. Inhale, lift our chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, grab a seat on our heels. Exhale, press our hips forward. And then inhale, bring our hands to heart center. Exhale, fold. Inhale, grab a seat on our heels, sweep our hands up. Exhale, press our hips forward, bring our hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, grab a seat on our heels, sweep our hands up. Exhale, press our hips forward, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, child's pose. Pause in the pose of a child. And press ourselves up. Let's step our left foot forward. And then we're going to pivot on our right knee. So turn our right foot over to the left side of our mat. And then we're going to cartwheel our right hand up, followed by our left. Let our shoulders relax down as we find a kneeling warrior two pose. Then reach our left hand forward, take our forearm to our thigh, take our right hand up to the ceiling. And then I want you to hug your right arm towards your head. Pull your shoulder blade down your back. And then I want you to find your spine neutral and hips neutral. So think of a straight line from your head down through your spine all the way to your tailbone. That may mean that you're shifting forward or lifting up. Hug that right arm in towards your head, then make a fist with your hand. Turn your fist so the palm side faces up to the ceiling. Draw your hand back behind you with strength and stability as you move through your full range of motion. Keep reaching your hand down towards your hip. Palm faces the ceiling. Then you're going to rotate. The palm faces your body. Bring your hand forward and up back to the side of your head. Keeping that shoulder blade firm on your back the whole time. Bring your hand forward. By the time you get to the side of your hip, you're going to start to turn the palm out and back behind you. Palms still facing away from you as you bring your arm up towards the side of your head. And then sweep your arm back, full range of motion. Palm stays facing out. When you reach the side of your hip, begin to turn your thumb side up, bring your arm forward, up to the ceiling, shoulder blade firm on your back. Relax your hands, spread your fingers, come up. Right hand comes down to your side. You're going to pivot on your right knee as you bring your hands down to the floor. Step your left foot back and your right foot forward. Find your knee over the top of your ankle. Then cartwheel your left hand up and right as you pivot on your left knee, bringing your left foot over to the right. Sweep your hands back so you set up for that warrior two. Shoulder blades firm on your back. Chest is open. Then reach forward. Take your right forearm to your thigh so that it's directly underneath your shoulder and you have a neutral spine. So we're not rounding over, we're staying upright. Reach our left hand up and then towards our head. Make a fist. Check in with your spine. From your tailbone all the way up to the crown of our head, we want a straight line. Then pull your shoulder blade down your back. Keep that fist strong. Reach your left hand forward this time. And then down towards our hip. By the time we clear our hip, our palm rotates out, back behind us. up to the ceiling. And then we're rotating the palm back towards the side of our head. And then we're going to go back, turning the palm out, keeping our chest open, full range of motion. Then rotate our palm towards our body after you clear your hip. Come straight forward, up, shoulder blade hugs down our back. And then we're going to take it forward again as if you're holding onto a heavy weight in your arm. And then when you clear your hip, your palm's going to turn out, lift up, turn your palm towards your body when you get your arm to the side of your head. And then we're going to turn it back out as we reach back behind us. When you clear your hip, turn your palm towards you. Reach your hand forward, pack that shoulder tight, and lift up. And extend your fingers. Bring your hand to the side of your hip. Come up. We're going to bring our right knee down, turn our knees around to the front of our mat, and then take our hands to the floor, and we're going to find a couple cat-cows. Inhaling and exhaling. Come back to a neutral spine. Sink our hips back towards our heels, lower our elbows down, child's pose. Take a moment to pause. Softening through our head, our neck, our shoulders, our upper back, mid back, low back. Sliding our hands back towards our knees, rise up, reach our hands up to the ceiling. Exhale, press our hips forward, draw our hands together in front of our heart. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, lift our chest, sweep our hands up. Exhale, hands to heart center as we press our hips forward. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Sweep our hands up as we sit on our heels. Exhale, press our hips forward, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, child's pose. Pausing, letting our forearms come down, our hands behind us, whatever feels best for our body. Bring our hands forward, lift our chest, find all fours. Joints stacked, fingers spread wide. Then take our right hand behind our ear, press our elbow up to the ceiling. Inhale, turn our chest to the right. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, turn to the right. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, center. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, draw our right shoulder towards our left arm. Keep our left arm straight. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, right shoulder, left arm. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, come up. Release our right hand down. Find a couple cat-cows. Come back to a neutral spine. Left hand comes behind our ear. Inhale, lift our left shoulder. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, lift. Exhale, neutral. Inhale, lift. Exhale, neutral. Hold for an inhale. Exhale, left shoulder comes towards right arm. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, close. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand comes down to the floor. Find a couple cat-cows. Come back to a neutral spine. Let's grab our blocks, place them at the front of our mat at a level 3. And we're going to place our hands on our blocks, step our left foot forward so that our knee is over the top of our ankle. And then gently tuck our tailbone, roll our shoulders back and down, let our chest open. Slowly straighten our left leg as we walk our blocks back. And then bend our knee, walk our blocks forward. Straighten our front leg as we walk our blocks back. Bending our knee, walk our blocks forward. And back. Option. When we bend our knee again, lift our back knee and then straighten our front leg and bend our front knee. You can walk the blocks back or you can keep the blocks right where they are, whatever you connect with best. Meet up with a bent knee. Lower our back knee down to the floor if we lifted it up. We're going to step our left knee back and our right foot forward. Take a moment to hold, letting our hips soften forward, open up our chest, roll our shoulders back and down, lift the crown of our head up. Then straightening our front leg, walk our blocks back. And walk our blocks forward. Walk our blocks back. Walk our blocks forward. And back. And forward. Option to lift our back knee. Straightening our front leg. And bending our knee. Let's meet up with a bent knee, lowering our back knee down to the mat, and step our right knee back, and place our blocks off to the side. Hands come down to the floor, and we're going to keep our joints stacked, fingers spread wide, and we're going to move shoulders and hips in the same direction. Let's shift to the right, and then to the left, and then to the right, and to the left, and to the right, and left. Come to center. Let's crawl forward, grab a seat, bringing our legs in front of us. And then with our feet wide, our arms out in front of us, we're going to lower our knees over to one side and then the other. Come back to center. Let's scoot back towards the back of our mat. Come down to lying down. Make sure your blocks are nearby. As we come to lying down, bend your knees. Draw our arms out, palms facing up. And take a moment to pause. Letting our spine relax to a neutral position. Allowing our hips to soften. Our arms to be heavy. Begin to rock our head side to side, releasing any tension in our neck that we might be holding on to. Bringing our head back to center. From here, let's bring our elbows out to the side. Fingers or hands kind of reach up to the ceiling, but let them stay relaxed. Then we're going to drive our elbows into the floor, lift our chest, lift our ribs, and hold. Stay here or lift our hips, rolling to the top of our shoulders, staying strong through our upper mid-back. And then lower our hips down. Relax our shoulders, our arms. Let our arms relax back behind us, keeping that goalpost shape of our arms. Lifting our hands back up. Drive our elbows, lift our chest, our ribs, roll to the top of our shoulders. Stay here or lift our hips up. Keep rolling to the top of our shoulders as we relax the back of our neck. And lower our hips. Relax our arms, let our hands come back. Extend our arms out. And then let's take our left hand up to the ceiling, reach for our right shoulder. And then we're going to take our right hand and press our left elbow down towards our chest. Slowly track your elbow towards your right hip. Keeping your left shoulder down. And relax. Take our right arm up to the ceiling. Let our left arm come out to the side. Then bend our elbow. Take our right hand to our left shoulder and then point our elbow up to the ceiling as we draw it to the midline of our body. Take our left hand, place it on top of our elbow, and press our elbow down towards our chest. Gently grabbing a hold of our upper arm, pull our elbow towards our left hip. Tracking our right arm out of our shoulder joint while we keep our spine, head, neck neutral. And releasing our right arm. Let's let our arms come out. You can use your blocks underneath your knees or in your upper back if you want to support yourself in a heart opener. We're going to set up for Shavasana. Palms face up. Drawing our awareness back to our bodies. Deepen our breath. Bending our knees. If you are lying on your back on the mat, roll to your right side. If you had props underneath your spine, you're slowly lifting your head as you engage your core, and let's all meet up in a seated position. Taking a moment to allow our spine to settle in to this comfortable position. And then bringing our hands together in front of our heart, let's feel in all that we found in this practice of shoulders, stabilizing, letting go, working, breathing, as we feel the connection of our shoulders with our upper back and mid back. Namaste.